Hey, are you live? Oh, my bad. What are you about to cover? All right, I'm gonna back out until I.
Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another uh, episode of the Huggy Show. This is very impromptu. And when I tell you it's very impromptu, it's very impromptu. Um, I was watching close to like 7 hours of local content because I really wanted to I really wanted to, in like, sit down, take it in, not have to deal with any clipping, no updating or whatnot. And I was just watching Pit, Nightmare, Queens, and Live. And watching live, I just watched Live, and it triggered something in me that I wanted to talk about. I want to go live. What happened on Live was one of the major thing is Booster being late for the show. And that's nothing new. Booster always misses a show. Like he's incompetent. But then there was a lot of like wandering around, not knowing what to do, what to say, whatnot. And then the the first the first bit of content was Boogie at a restaurant with Sammy and Desi, and he was trying to tell this particular story with Desi, himself, and Smooch, aka Big Lipped Girl, on Local Babes. And this story would not get finished until the end of a 3 hour Local Live. TLDR, what ended up happening was Boogie goes in and says, "You ugly" to Smooch, and made Smooch cry. Desi thought that Smooch was asking Boogie for validation, which I have no idea why Desi is thinking that she's all hard and stuff. Like, if you blow on her, she'll fucking fly away. But she's acting like she's tough, trying to defend her man, whatever. It was just a really nonsensical story that it's close to like having a stuttering person try to tell a story and it can't get out, and you're just waiting for them to get to the point. But that's like more of a C plot thread of the show. What the first bit of content that happened was your mama coming in and trying to dispel rumors that he's trying to take Sweet Tea from live. And your mama was simply saying on his show that he thinks that Sweetie and him could make a great show. And he had believed initially that um, Sweetie didn't want to be part of the show. Oh, I didn't want to work with your mama and Scooter at the time because they didn't want to deal with three-way. Sweetie and Scooter didn't want to deal with three-way split. And I think Booster, Boogie, and Sweetie were not understanding, or maybe they didn't get to the point of saying that he wasn't blaming Sweetie, he was blaming Keem, because he's thinking Keem doesn't want Sweetie in the network with him. Um, there was like, and the thing is that Rostov, when he was confronting your mama, he was trying to be all tough and brash, thinking he has a one up on everyone. Uh, 1 second, cause your mama said something that was so crushed. I went to the thing. Low cow pit. Perfect.
Along with the story, he's not going to do no homework or research because he's a fucking clown. I've been said that. Thank you very much for putting that out there, Monk. Dawson, thank you. Welcome. Welcome to Cash Cow. Dawson, the GOAT. That's a fact. But that's how all these people operate. They operate, they go with narratives that fit. If it's somebody that they don't like, they'll run with it. But if it's somebody they do like, they go and do research and homework. They're clowns. That's why I don't get along with none of these clowns. Watches. Why can't you? Why can't I see a kid from Denmark give me Denmark activities? Why does he try to be an American streamer?
And the fact he
stuff from your mama is dog shit because he's proven back to back to back to back that he sucks as an entertainer.
Okay.
That's on God. He got put on prime time because Keem hyped him up, and look what happened.
So your mama got put on prime time and Keem hyped him up, and look what happened. And said, "Fuck you, Keemstar," and you walked away. You went to your own personal channel and realized nobody's following you over there.
Yo, if any, yo. 1 second. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna it's something, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the type of person that always likes to shoot his shot. I like to shoot shots. And first let me just do a little quick promotion in other places. Hold on, let me see something. I need to go stop promo real quick. Hold on. I gotta go stop promo real quick. Promo in my other places. Try my best to boost shit up. Cause, how you gotta boost it. 1 second real quick. But what I'm gonna try to do, is I wanna see if yo I just fucking I went on Twitter and tried at your mama. Let's see. I'll try to see if I bite. If there's no bite, that's fine. I'll try once. But let me go back. Let me go back real quick, and then let me just re-enable this real quick. Come on, bitch. Oh, okay. Booyah. Is it being captured? Perfect. It's being captured. Let me go back a little bit.
This streamer panel up with this person to panel up with this person. Ass idiot who saw a couple of streamers on YouTube, decided to get drunk one day, try out for the LCU, and fucking Keemstar saw a crash dummy and he hired him. And all he's been is an utter disaster. He hasn't brought any young people that Keemstar claimed that he was going to bring. He hasn't brought any young people to the LCU. All he's been doing is piggybacking off of everybody else and bringing guests on that we've already had on.
Real quick, fucking your mama was comparing Denmark to this character named Powder. It was a long time ago. It was a 90s film. The guy was bald, white, and had superpowers. So I was like electromagnetic stuff. That's a big pull from back in the day. But primarily, your mama was talking about Denmark, and I might do the Denmark stuff a little bit later on, because it was funny, it was interesting, his take. But right here, it's like what I want to talk about with the sweet tea and the Rasov stuff primarily.
The bald boy, the mystic, all that shit we did about 5 months ago. And now he's trying to bring that shit back. You haven't created anything. You haven't brought anything from the outside originally from yourself into the LCU. You've just been piggybacking off the LCU this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And Keemstar hired you because he said, maybe this guy can bring in the younger viewers. Maybe he can bring in younger people. Use his own content.
By the way, like, even though I'm going to answer that part. If the inclination was to have Denmark if Denmark was supposed to bring in the younger generation, to have a younger generation of kids coming in, you will want, like, do you want to attract kids to have someone glorify drinking, peeing, being disruptive, being antagonistic? Like, if that is what the situation was, then that's not a good way of doing it. If you just want someone that is just a chaos incarnate and just causing trouble for no reason, then Denmark fits the bill. And again, I like Denmark. I think Denmark has something to him. He has a je ne sais quoi to him. But the thing is that after watching him for a while, I'm noticing that it's the alcohol that is giving him the personality and the motivation to go ahead and act out. Like, there was a clip I did where he said, I don't want to be sober. I can't go through life sober. He said this shit. And when you admit to something like that, it's hard to be like, I'm joking around. No, you were not joking around. You need alcohol. There's a need to it. And the fact that Liz, what gave him a caveat that said you could drink on the weekend, and though he still drinking Reapers last night or slash this morning, shows that he needs it. He can't just be like slowly but surely, trying to wean himself off of it. Instead of having 5 to 6 beers, maybe 3 beers, then 2 beers. You need a break. You need a tolerance break. Not saying stop cold turkey, because once you start back up again, your tolerance is gonna hit harder, and you're gonna need more to drink, and it's gonna end up messing you up in the long run. What he needs to do is not completely stop drinking, because that's gonna mess you up. Like, that'll give you a shock if you drink so heavily at such a young age. What he should do is just give himself tolerance breaks. Not do it as much. Like, if you want to drink a pint, drink a pint. But don't do it to a point where you have a case upon cases, and then you're gonna go drink all those things. Like, buy a case. Like, if you like drinking, buy a case, then take a few. Take one or two, and then okay, and be cool. Like, parse it out. But Denmark being the quote unquote funny drunk, all he's becoming is just a clown, and not allowing his personality to shine.
Yeah, bring something from the outside that LCU, something that the LCU don't got. And you haven't brought none of that. All you've done is watched us, seen what we've done, and then turned around and brought our shit into your stream. Clown activities. That's why you haven't grown an inch. Only people you've grown with is people in the LCU. And then you got mad because then this clown is mad because I got so many people outside the LCU that watch me and fuck with me. Oh, the Reddit people and all the people on the outside fuck with your mama. You know why? Because I bring a different flavor, you fucking idiot. I didn't come into the LCU being like everybody else. I came into the LCU being me, doing what I want to do, bringing the content that I want to bring. You can't do that. You just piggyback off of everybody. You go from...
And you know, and he's gonna touch this point with Rostov, but I just want to make this. I want to make this clear that I don't. I think that even your mama points out. Your mama has been through other genres of community. He says he's in gaming and he's in gore world, the food beauty thing, right? And I have choices to corroborate that. He is like, he has a community. He is able. He has shown that he has success in other genres. Your mama is like the equivalent of, like, you're great in this system in a sports team. But in order to be great, can you go to other places and win there? And the thing is that your mama has shown that he could win in other places. He's becoming the Tom Brady of YouTube, of content. He could go place to place and he could be successful. He could be a gamer. He could be a player. He could be integral into winning, to being successful. And what I think other people in the LCU are are not capable of doing, and this is not me being mean to them. This is not me being disrespectful. But when it's all said and done, can anyone else make it out in other social media? Can they do channels that is independent of the LCU? Nightmare was having, like, last night or this morning. Nightmare was trying to do his own little solo thing, but people were being disrespectful to him. People were, like, flagging him, being mean to him and whatnot. Um, So your mama is having trouble doing things on his own channel. Weeb has his own thing on his own channel, but he's cutting and pasting into the LCU. So it's basically reactionary content. They're trying, they're doing whatever. It's just that I think that I don't think they have the type of market value they think they have in the LCU. All this. So, I think I think when it comes to, I don't know if they when they say they making doctor money, or they being successful, or they are really good at what they do. Is it really because they, like, how good are they? Because are they the type of people to be someone that everyone puts their notifications on? They say, I have to go watch this. I need to go watch this. This is something that's very important to me to watch. And I would say the answer is maybe. Like, on this particular stream, your mama had, like, I think a couple thousand viewers, but I think your mama was assuming it was botted. I would say that it's because people mess around with your mama because she's really good, but it could be bots. You never know. But one both Weeb, it has something. Nightmare has something. I don't know about Rostov. I never knew Rostov to have anything. I don't know about Sweet Tea. I don't know about Scooter. Fuck that, right? Savage has shown that she does a good work by herself. Roxy's shown she does a good work by herself. It's like, I don't think people have the time to build a channel from the ground up when you go into the LCU and you have a well-oiled machine. See, people think to themselves, like, once you leave the LCU, it's like the Wild Wild West. You cannot do anything. You'll be like a baby lamb out on the field, and you'll know it's hard. And what people like Boogie, who keeps us saying that, has to remember is that, yes, when you're by yourself, you don't have a machine behind you, it's hard. But then when you prove yourself and you show that you're worthwhile, you establish that you have talent. You establish your worth. So if the LCU was still a thing, you could ask. If team calls for you, you could ask for more. You are very advantageous in your position to be like, okay, I'm not doing that. If you don't agree to that, I'm not doing this anymore. Right? And I think that's what your mama situation is. He got fired for the Lebowski stuff, and I never didn't see your mama, to my recollection, having to go through a punishment, having to go through a humiliation ritual. Didn't need to apologize. Didn't need to do anything. Rostov had to eat shit when he quote unquote quit and stuff. And you could be like, yeah, but it's part of the script. But okay, why is it part of the script for Rostov, but it's not part of the script for your mama? I'm confused on that. So a lot of, even Xylee, even Xylee, who I have no problem with, I'm speaking facts here. has a YouTube channel, has a commentary channel, which has done great in the past, but ever since the whole thing with Mike and people giving her the side eye, I don't know if anyone is going to give her grace with the Mike situation. Her standing next to Mike in at camp. Dan Mulgrew, on the hand, for all his bravado and gusto, had to fucking apologize to Mike and fucking Boogie for something he didn't do anything wrong with. Those two took it out of proportion, but he had to apologize, and he had to bend the knee because he didn't want to lose out on the quote-unquote payday at Locale Live or the LCU. Which I need you to understand. This illustrates that when you have nothing in the YouTube or content creating landscape, you're more willing to acquiesce to demands, and you're willing to compromise your pride for money and status in a company that, let's be honest, if you're not making them any money, they're not going to give you, like, they don't care. Everyone has favoritisms. Everyone has something. Everyone has their cliques, and if you're not part of the clique and you're not willing to eat, and you're not willing to bend the knee for the most part, you're not going to make it. Let's continue.
You go from this streamer panel up with this person to panel up with this person. You paneled up with like 6 streams yesterday, dude. Do you get any sleep? Do you got any family? Do you got any friends? Do you go anywhere besides your living room or I mean your bedroom that don't even got sheets on it? Then try to throw up a whole flamethrower and try to burn your berry yesterday? Oh, I didn't know about the TTS. What a moron. Who fucking got this guy? You're the biggest L. You're not the biggest L in the LCU. You're just the biggest L in life, period. I could never, bro. That's why he almost crashed out before he came onto the LCU. He had nothing else. He tried everything.
He's gone down 100. You feel me? Motherfucker, Eric.
Why is he watching how many I got down on my personal channel? What is he talking about?
80 viewers after 15 years of grinding. How can we take bro seriously?
I averaged 80 viewers.
This is where Razov opened his fucking mouth and he got like. But I'll let this play a little bit. But when you are commenting on people's numbers and when you try and comment on success, what's your resume? You cannot count the thing is, you cannot count numbers in the LCU. I saw what the hell he did just tonight. Razov was relegated to doing a ball bouncing game at the end because they didn't have no content. Because everything was a mess. Booster cried. Fucking Boogie allegedly was drinking and driving, but somehow got away with the breathalyzer test. I'm assuming they were drinking moonshine, chocolate martinis, I'm so sorry. Like, TTSing was going off the thing. It wasn't like it was a car wreck. It's like, people that say it's watchable is unwatchable. You know why people watch it, even though it sucks? Because sometimes they tend to tell on themselves and those parts are juicy. That's why people watch. People watch not because it's any good, but because they do stupid things and they tend to overextend themselves to the point that they get caught in something, and then you could report it. That's all it is. If it was a supremely boring stream, then no one will really watch. There won't be any point. If you're playing everything to the vest and you're being so milquetoast, no one will really watch except for the quote-unquote diehards. So again, this whole idea of like, if you don't like something, why do you watch it? It's because of there could be stories underneath the bullshit. Keep that in mind.
What the fuck? I've never averaged 80 views. I don't even know. This dude just talking out of his ass now. But go ahead, dude.
His viewership's increased since he's come to the LCU. You used to only get like 40.
See, this is why I don't like Rostov. Because he's a fuck.
Oh, this is why I wanted your mama. I want your mama to come on, and I need this man to fucking flame him. If not on my stream, I want him to fucking just talk about it because, bro, how is Rostov talking any type of nonsense about content creation? What is a Rostov? What has he done? What shows has he been on? Like, I need to know. See, I made a mistake of not paying attention to these fucking tryouts that Rostov was on. Because, Lord have mercy. How is someone that has done YouTube not that flamboyant, not that successful? How is it that one singular person by himself is more entertaining than everyone else? Alpha, like, Phantom does it by himself, and it's fucking like watching paint dry. He needs a co-host to fucking help him out with his fucking slot-like fucking talk. But the thing is, and again, and I'm watching this, and I'm seeing this. Again, after this one, I watched Queens and Nightmare, right, and Queens and Test. Again, I love Savage. I love her vibe. I love her southernness. Homegirl was really good to me in comments. Her and Roxy, God bless those two. Savage is a gamer. She is a A-list. She is a box office talent. With White Claws and vape and fucking Jesus on her side. Okay? But I watched Queens, and in the beginning, it was just like they were it was just they would talk about their lives, and like they were there was like a offer of, like, they were asking for donations for every little thing there is, and like, God bless, they got it. But it was like I didn't get the vibe. It wasn't my cup of tea. Like, I'm watching it. I see the potential. I'm not for it. It doesn't work for me, but people like it. And look, I can't talk shit about the success of Queens because guess what? Queens doesn't go off the rails and make stupidity like Live does, where they are meandering here, there, and everywhere. Like, it's a slow burn, at least for them, and then they make their money as they crescendo up. Like, they have a thing, they have a theme. Albert comes in and interjects. You know, I forgot what the other guy's name. Like, there is a theme to it. When I go to test, and again, I love fucking not love. Let me take that back. I respect and admire Nightmare. I like Grimm, even though it's weird that Grimm says he is Mexican, and I'm sorry, Puerto Rican. Let's say he's a Latin persuasion, yet he says all the stuff he taught regarding World War II, which is like a fascinating to me. But I digress. But Nightmare and Graham were like going from talking about having contests with really weird food. No. It's them originally talking about really disgusting tasting foods to, I think I recommended them doing something like a Fear Factor style contest. Then all of a sudden, them talk about free speech between UK and the United States, and that shit dropped like a bag of stones in the river, bro. That shit was bad. And then towards the end, I think they were talking about towards the end they were talking about Denmark again. It's always with Denmark. And there's nonsense with the flamethrower and whatnot. And you look at this, and I like it, and I like what they're doing, but it's like it's hard. it's hard to come up with ideas. It's hard to stay on topic. It's hard to do all of that. But they do the best they can. And like, they're solid shows. They're not perfect. But then you go with Rostov, and it's like Rostov does well in other places, like Balls with Billy. That's okay. But like, again, it's nothing really happens on Balls. You don't really get anything. I don't get any feels from other YouTube for anyone that watches Local Live. No one comes to me and talks about Local Live, so maybe it's just a boring show with just a basic plot. Rostov on Local Live, where the big boys play at, doesn't have anything. Doesn't even know how to be entertaining without a solid plan. He's not a leader. He's a follower. So you can't go out here and talk about numbers when you yourself are nobody essentially. I don't know where you came from. You again. I've always said this. Sharkmouth Mitch tried out. I know where he came from. He has a track record. He has his own stream. He streamed in a very popular commentary podcast. I know Mitch. I've seen his work. I've never heard Rasov in any way, shape, or form in any other place. So, again, talk about numbers is weird coming from him, but let's continue.
Fucking liar. My my viewership has gone down since I came to the LCU. You know why? Because I don't stream as much on my personal channel anymore, my dude. And I've never averaged 40. So you're just talking, you know what you're talking out of, Rastov? You're talking out of your ass. And the reason why you're talking out of your ass, because you ain't got nowhere to go. You don't got no stream after this. This is LCU for you or bust.
Bingo, bango.
You tried it on your own personal channel and that shit was dog shit. And when you
Bingo, bango too.
got fired and you stood up to Keemstar and said, fuck you, Keemstar, and you walked away, you went to your own personal channel and realized nobody's following you over there. You thought all those crowns and all those people you begged on all these channels to come with that crown and paid $500 would follow you to your personal channel. Then you found out real quick nobody's following you. You thought at least Billy the Fridge, your best friend, he would quit with you. Nobody. You walked out of that LCU door and looked back and you saw nobody walked out with you and you begged for your fucking job back like a bitch.
Oh. Preach. Preach, my guy. Please, preach. That is the fear I think for most of these people have. Is that they would leave, they look back and no one's going to see them. No one's going to follow them. You crazy? You're the one that quit. That's not on me. That's on you. Goodbye. If you look at all the shows and you have the I want the host to answer this question. Please. DM me, whisper to me, however you want to do it. I want to know from the host of the LCU. In your heart of hearts, in the back of your mind, do you think where your success in the LCU, do you think that could carry over to personal channels? I'm not talking about poaching a host or viewership. I'm just saying, do you think that your personality, your talent, your mindset, your skills, your lessons that you learn in the LCU, if any, do you think that you can be successful there? On another channel or on your personal channels? Do you think you have fans? Do you think that people will rock with you, lean with you? Do you have a cult of personality? Because if the answer is no, then guess what? This is all you're going to get. This is it. I feel as though with some of the hosts, and especially with the Glammy DM situation that happened, some of those hosts are reluctant to DM anyone else. They're reluctant to talk to reviewers. Hell, I think they're reluctant to talk to other creators outside the LCU. Like no one, like your mom at once had said in the clip that I'm a great streamer, and I'm best at deep diving. The reason why I deep dive, ladies, why I'm great at deep diving, is because my scope looks beyond the LCU. I parse through other situations. I go through my life experiences. I understand situations in real world. I see game being played and I can tell you how it's being played. I will remember things from a few months ago and I will get that clip and I will play for you. Because everything is connected in the grand scheme of things. But when it comes to their success, when it comes to their own channels, I don't know if they have the capacity to look beyond themselves and look beyond the current state. I don't know if they are really cut up for a content life. Because if you want to be in a content creation, but you have to believe in yourself and you have to believe that you can make it. And you know what? There's no shame to make a stream or videos or whatnot and just ask for help. Ask for help. Collaborate with people. Because I hope the LCU doesn't make them think in their minds that they have to, once you leave, you have to do everything by yourself. No. If people are willing to help you, you could succeed in anything. But it's not going to be instant success. You cannot assume that just because you leave, those fans of yours, quote unquote, are going to come in and they're going to support you. You have to earn it. You have to breathe it. You have to have faith in yourself, which I'm trying to help you guys understand. There are some of you that are great people. There are some of you that do have the beginnings of talent or the beginnings of a great personality that people want to watch and see be cultivated throughout the year. And there are some people that just are stagnant and are wallflowers and they never will amount to anything. You decide who you are. You decide who I'm talking about. And you get back to me.
There's a difference between me and you. If I walk out that door, I don't care if anybody walks out with me. I'm gonna continue to do what I do because guess what? What I did on my channel was just uploading because I was having fun and it was a hobby. I didn't take this shit as a career.
Hold on, let me read what Trippy said. Rostov is a chump. Nope, the LCU is simply a community built on keen tribality as a zoo to watch monkeys throw shit at each other. Doesn't matter who is the cast of pooflingers are. Agree, Trippy? It's what makes it entertaining. Of course. It's built on keen stuff, it's not built on their stuff. If it was built on their stuff, then they should be able to have the shows being independent and not just based upon team's know-how. Copper Cow says something beautifully. It's like by you going around and doing upheavals of shows and changing time slots, you're not allowing cohesion. You're not allowing for familiarity. If a show runs at 7, and and if you have a show runs at 7, people are going to be attuned to it being 7 o'clock. But if you change it to 1 o'clock in the morning with a different host, people are not going to enjoy themselves. They're going to be they're going to be uncomfortable, and they don't like change. But let's continue.
But Rastov can't say that. See, the difference between me and Rastov is in debt. He ain't got $60 to his name. Me, I come on, I come off, I have a good time, I fire up a stream, and I have a good time. We party, we dance. I said, we party, we dance. I said, we party, we goddamn dance.
With your mom.
He stutter. I can tell you're lying when you stutter. Why are you stuttering? Go ahead.
Is people like the detractor channels, you feel me, and the Redditors, but nobody cares about those. They are poor. The fuck? The worst part is
they're poor. The people outside that hate the LCU, they're poor. What? Right. If you're not part of the LCU and you're not dick sucking like me, then you need to get out of here. What kind of Karen are you, bro? You don't even know what you want to be. You want to be Mr. Slime, Mr. Chicago rap hardcore to bitch. Like he just keeps on flip-flopping. He's a flip-flopper. At least with your mama, you gonna get what you gonna get. I'm gonna talk shit about everybody. I'm gonna keep the same energy. His energy changes depending on who he's with or what panel he's on. That's bitch activities, bro. Just stop talking to me, bro, because I will drag you the right way. You're not even on this level. You're not even on this scale. Like, who is this clown, bro? Go watch another YouTuber become them the next day when you talk about your mama. You can go grab every YouTuber you watch and become that person, and I'll still drag you because none of them even compare to me, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Glad he banned people in chat as an excuse as to why he made no money, despite the fact.
They're just talking.
Come on, man. Turk super chatted $5. Denmark is about to be your mama.
Or is that you? I mean, we could tell who got friends because look at my skin tone and look at yours. We can obviously see you never go outside. Look at how pale you are.
Loves to play basketball, but it's extremely short, so he gets hoed every time.
Not this.
That 40-year-old guy was in. Shouldn't be doing that. What? You shouldn't be doing that. You're 20, dude. Go get a lot. This is why I say to you, can't do this. This dude is dumber than I thought. Are you dumb? You're gonna shit on somebody doing something in editing when you're not even showing. If you can do it better, big boy, why don't you do it yourself?
The other part. So wait, hold on. I just want to pause real quick. And then I need to find the tag about Xylee, but he talked about Xylee and how your mom was bringing up the fact that Xylee said she would never work with Keem, and she did work with Keem. I guess because she saw the writing on the wall by her thing, but I need to look for that. But I really wanted to show real quick the stuff with Booster. If it's there. Oh, no, is it here? No, go back.
It's time for low. This is some fucking bullshit.
Told me when that ban happened. Well, let's just say that some people
did on that 4-hour episode on Friday.
Yeah.
So, real quick, and I can't believe I caught this. See right here? Now, a lot of people in the chat was assuming that Boogie was drunk driving.
We need to talk
I
to
like
Booster,
you a
Boogie.
lot.
We need to
I
talk to
like you a
Booster.
lot.
All right.
Well, I want to tell my babe story. I want to talk about
It's too
Smooch.
late. It's too late. I need to talk
Now,
to...
now, if you look at the way the window is, like, he's facing this way, right? So, if you were to go from his perspective, he's on the left-hand side. The window known as left-hand side. Now, he confirms that he was driving under the influence with alcohol and mushrooms, and yet somehow he blew under the legal limit, and I have no idea how that's possible. But, yeah, so this right here looks like he's driving. Some people thought that Keem was driving, but, like, he got stopped, so I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. Fuck
Booster. Everyone wants to know what the fuck's up with Booster. Wait. Okay, carry on.
I was trying to find a babe.
Did you tell people who she was?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, how'd they find out?
No, I didn't. I didn't tell anybody. The only reason I told a couple people because they were prodding me nonstop, asking me,
okay, so
"Are you okay? Are you sure that this is real?" And they wanted to know. So what I did was I told her, "Hey, talk to them privately. They're not going to leak any confidential information. Everything."
So this dumbass decides to confide in other people about this girl that he was talking to other hosts, and to a moderator. And this is why I wanted to do something about Locale Live, because not only do you have Boogie allegedly drunk driving, right? And not only do you have, Rastov talking shit to your mama about, like, oh, your mama left, he ran away from me, which, Rastov, like you talked a lot of shit about Tommy, and then you needed Billy to help you stave off Tommy. As I said, Rastov, you gotta watch your fucking mouth at times. Because again, I think your mama has no problem confronting you. Not one bit. And the only problem is that you have this thing in you where you don't like confrontation, and you will kick him out because you're not winning the fight. I think that's the problem with people trying to confront you on Locale Live, because you will kick them because you have the power to kick people. I don't know why you don't go on Pit and confront people if you have a problem with them, but that's neither here or there. That's your prerogative at the end of the day.
It's gonna be fine because they just want to know that you're existing, you're real. What happens now? Now I don't have anything. The one thing I had in this life that I had to look forward to every day is gone now in my personal life. So fuck that bullshit. No, I don't give a fuck anymore. Punch me all you want on this show. Fire me off the show if you want. I don't give a fuck. Thank you all for your concern for my safety. But from now on, I'm keeping everything tight-lipped as fucking possible because no matter what I fucking do, it seems like life stomps me down.
You look at his eyes. He's not really mad. Look at him. He's giggling. Sweet Tea's like, what the fuck is going on here? Boogie's blitz out of his mind. Like, they're smiling. And look, I want them to call the bluff. I want someone to really be about, oh, I'm going to hurt myself. Do it. Fucking do it. Just shut the fuck up and do it. Stop using these crash outs. Stop saying these soliloquies about, I want to harm myself over a bitch. You're boosted gold. You're ugly. You're Oompa Loompa. What girl wants to fuck you? What girl wants to be around you? And the problem is that you're so stupid that if this story is real, which again, it could be fabrications because of the way you're acting like you're about to kill yourself, which I don't fucking believe. You told other people, and then it got this lady to be so jaded about you, she didn't want nothing to talk about you. And then when she allegedly told you, do not say this in main chat, your frail ass decides to go in main chat and say it. Do you not know what privacy is, Booster? Do you not know how to keep things a secret? He'll keep a secret on who the girl is, and you'll keep a secret of who you told. And you'll make insinuations about, like, you spoke, like, the Sweet Tea and Rastov were insinuating that he only hangs around in the Local Bay place, right? And they were assuming that it's Lisi. Instead of saying it's not Lisi, this stupid Oompa Loompa, ugly ass, quote machine have doing a Riri goes on and he decides to play the whole I plead the fifth. Instead of just saying no, it's not Lisi, right? He just says that, and it gets to a point where let me see if I could get to it. Not here. Oh, here, look. Oh, perfect.
Apparently, a bunch of people was asking him to host, and
I think I missed it.
did you get
Confession to make.
what's that?
I did not know that it was illegal in this state to drive with your phone in your hand after drinking and doing mushrooms with no seatbelt on.
Come on, dude.
Mushrooms with no seatbelt. To drive with your phone in your hand.
He confirmed that he fucking was drinking and driving. Like he literally just said it, and then magically, towards the end, he get like these are very weird storylines with the Local Live. Like nothing makes sense. And then for Sweet Tea to be like, what's the point of Sweet Tea being here when it's like the fucking Booster, Boogie, and Rastov show with Rastov trying to be like fucking, you know, the Wrangler while Booster fails at life and Boogie's a fucking also a forever failure. Like everyone is spamming that they're gonna report the streaming and stuff. Like this is content. And you have Boogie admitting that he did something really stupid, but because the cop made him do a breathalyzer test and he blew under the limit, it's not illegal. Just okay to talk about it. And yet, you still drove under the influence on the mushrooms and alcohol. And you had your phone in your hand. Which is a trifecta, which I don't understand. Why is it that if you blew under the influence, you still had your phone in your hand, right? You had your phone in your hand. That's like being a distracted driver. Chances are it was a ticket, and Key must have just offered to pay it or whatnot, or he paid it off. Allegedly, I don't know, but like, how can you not have any consequences? So right there, he admitted to it. And I think a little bit before that, he was, the cop came up. But let's continue.
After drinking and doing mushrooms with no seatbelt.
Host and a moderator,
No.
her name.
I did that.
I did not tell anybody
Okay.
else her name.
He said
I said I
earlier,
did that.
That's not my business.
He said earlier that the person he told also told another host and a moderator.
That's
Yes.
No, I said I told
So
another
am I
host and a
fucking
moderator.
going
because
crazy? Am I actually going
I didn't
nuts?
say their Discord name. I didn't say their Discord
Okay.
name to them.
Am I getting
but
fucking gaslit right now? Seriously, am I getting gaslit? Because, like, I swear to God, we had this fucking conversation earlier.
No,
I said
I'm here
I
with
told
my family, and y'all trying to start shit. The girl decided not to talk to him. Why is it that fucking deep? All right, like why are you guys trying to drag me through the mud for no reason about this?
The reason it's that deep is because he popped his medication early, missed a fucking half of the show, and then said he wanted to off himself. That's why it's that deep.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's that deep.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I've never
I thought
blamed
so.
you for once. I never blamed you once, Lacey. I refuse to even say your name on this stream. I never said you did shit. So don't. So look back on this stream and see that before you get mad at me.
Look like the bad guy. Listen here, Lacey. We didn't fucking say anything bad about the host that he was fucking talking to. We were.
Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense, and then we come to find out that it's not it wasn't Alicia. We didn't really tell who it was, but it doesn't matter because fucking when King came in and asked for the fucking name, he tried to hype this dumbass up, be like, "You're good, you could go after Sweet Tea. You should go hard to the paint with Sweet Tea." I mean, Nuttenberg, it went from that to them killing time to this.
Cal, thank you.
So
this is what they did for the last hour of the fucking stream, an extended stream. They were playing with balls. So I think every $10 donation you could get balls on the screen. I have no idea why. This is what they did, and then someone dropped like 150 memberships. Like 350 memberships. 350 bombs. And he did a little dance, and then fucking magically Booster got his thing cured. He got his depression cured. So, again, I'm watching this. I'm watching this for this entirety. And when I tell you that that the theme of the show was Lucid and the $2 whore, I'm not exaggerating. I have no idea, like for the life of me, how the show is successful. On technical terms, it should not work. There's no reason for having Sweet Tea on the show. There's no reason to have Booster on the show. Not Billy. Fucking Boogie's there because he has to be. Rasov's there because it's the most highest level that can be, but he works balls, whatever the case is. But it has to be either or. Someone has to pick between Booster and Sweet Tea. If Sweet Tea is really all that in the bag of chips, she has to be, highlighted more. Have her do like a little 10 to 15 minute thing of new artwork that she's making. Like make segments out of it. Do a show. Do something that's fun and entertaining instead of going around and just having chaos and then expecting towards the end rich people just donating 50 bombs to your membership just so you can be profitable. Okay? And the fact that your mama is not on prime time, it's a joke. And if he gets fired or he quits, like there were other shows that are good. Like Fire's good, Chubby's good. I like Chubby because it's very cool and sassy and whatnot. Cafe's good. With Batgirl and Tommy C, like they're really good. But like, if your mama like if I'm telling you, you will see the LCU suffer when the good people, when the talented people want to leave and do something else on their own, and not care about the money, and not care about the fame. They just care for the love of the game. You'll see that everyone that needs the LCU, that needs the money, that needs validation, are going to be the ones that's going to make it suck. So, hopefully the hosts understand where they stand in the grand scheme of things. Tina D needs to be. CT is only alive because she remained silent when wait, hold on, my fucking eye. When Scheme Star was attacking Pooh Scooter. Okay, and also hi Liana. Oh, hi Ruby. Hi Ruby, hi Truth. Majority of the people in the LCU are subhuman. Yeah, of course. Of course. One second. See something. Okay. Perfect. Oh, yeah, let me... No, that's not it. Let me do something. Let me edit this out. One second. Give it here. My guest. Perfect. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. Huggy, sorry. As they expect it to be quite you. The Streamlabs doesn't allow me to do this. Because on Streamlabs I was able to yeah, post this. Okay, cool.
I don't know. It does happen. It happens, but
dude,
honestly, I don't know if I would want to go through surgery and shit.
Okay.
I would.
I asked.
What's next? You have cancer like Boogie did?
Oh yeah, I got polycythemia vera. I forgot to tell you guys about that. It's entered the lethal stage. Give me fucking money.
Oh god.
Scooter or Booster, we were gonna have fun with you tonight, dude. I was planning on.
They always say they want to have fun with people, and they never have fun with people. It's always something. It's like, we plan to do this, and then it went off the rails, and then, like, you then have, Boost is saying he's from the north side, south side, east side, west side, every side. I'm gangster, I'm the gold standard. What are you the gold standard of? Like, again, I really don't understand this, man. I really fucking don't. Like, this, how are you an intern? How are you good? And then, like, someone just says that, oh, because they're subhuman. I don't fucking know, bro. Like, it makes me sad to see that this is how everything is, and I know for a fact there are good people in the community too. It's just, people are claiming that, oh, we're friends with you, we care about you. It's all love, right? But isn't that what every company says? To hook you into the lie in the company motto. Everyone is family. Everyone cares about one another. But once you make a mistake, it's not about you loving someone. I mean, it's not you being a friend. It's like, what have you done for me lately? And you haven't done anything for anyone. Guess what? You're out the fucking door. Come on. It's never about family. It's never about camaraderie. It's really all about who's number one. And I think Copperhead made a fantastic point. Scooter and Sweet Tea were cool people. They cared about one another. They were friends. So why doesn't Sweet Tea say anything in defense of Scooter? Why hasn't Rostov say anything in the defense of Scooter? We saw in the previous clip that fucking, Scooter says, I don't want to burn my bridges with Rostov. Rostov has been a good friend. I don't want to lose that. Yet, this man, Mr. Rostov, aka Peter Pettigrew looking head ass, decided to not say anything too keen publicly, but just to say wishbone and spirit, well, I like talking to him. You pussy, son. You're not built for this. And again, if this is all a ploy, if this is all a play, if this is all fake, you know what? It's pathetic, because you were just going to show that all this time that you guys say you care about one another, when fucking Scooter was either crying real tears or crocodile tears, you're not making any effort to create a really good response for people. Look how actors and fucking people, playwrights, actors, showrunners, fucking even wrestlers. Yes, it's all scripted. Yes, the stories are not real. But if you make it make sense and then you have a payoff, guess what? People are going to care. But in the LCU, there's no payoff to anything. It's always something stupid that happens and nothing gets resolved properly. Scooter gets let go by fucking Scooter leaves for his mom. No one says a word about him. Everyone, you know, everyone fucking spits on his name, and they don't even consider trying to give him love. When he was pulled from the LCU, when he was pulled from his show on Nuts, and they were trying to console him like, we care about what you do, that was a lie, because Keem goes on Balls and spits on Scooter's name, shit talks him on Rewind, and fucking Rasov doesn't care. Rasov doesn't want to do anything because he's scared. He's scared to be a loser. Rasov is scared to be seen as um he doesn't want to fade away into existence. He doesn't want to be unimportant. He figures if he becomes a good little simp for the higher ups, he's going to have a place in the kingdom. He's going to have a place where people will show him quote unquote respect. But when he goes outside those doors, no one's going to give a fuck about him being community manager of the LCU. No one cares. No one gives a fuck about you and your signatures. Like, if I put it like this, if the LCU is such a big fucking thing, why doesn't Keem as a recommendation should have the whole squad? And I'm talking about A circuit and whoever survives on B circuit. They should all, on Keemstar's dime, go to VidCon and have a panel. See how many people come to the goddamn fucking panel. See who really gives a fuck about you guys. Because if the LCU is about that life, then you have no problem filling an auditorium of people in those meetings. But the reason is you guys want to jerk yourself off with the fucking fat camp nonsense is because it's your guys' event. If you try to meet up some fucking that VidCon thing, I feel as though you feel like people don't give a fuck about you. People go into VidCon, hypothetically speaking, you'll run into bigger, better, more successful streamers and YouTubers that work from the ground up. They got their paper, they got their bag, they got their fucking, channels, they got their identity. Meanwhile, you have a bunch of people that look like Discord mods and fucking people and just random people off of the fucking Discord chat just being hosts and interns, and they have no pizzazz, they have no chutzpah, they have nothing. And this is what Rasov wants to be. Rasov wants to be in this position instead of making something of his own and then being part of the LCU, being someone that's made. He'd rather be made in the LCU. And then when things dry up for him in a year or two, he's going to go out in that world of YouTube, or in the world of content creation, and realize that no one gives a fuck about his voice, his looks, anything.
Oh, why don't you do it on your channel? How could you hate somebody for uploading and giving something to the audience, giving something to the people out there that can't watch a full 2 hours of Pit, or can't watch a whole week of Pit, and want an utter disaster? He hasn't brought any young people that Keemstar claimed that he can't do that. You just piggyback off of everybody. You go from this streamer Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stand. They too aggressive.
There's a whole clip on his channel about this shit, and like people were glazing him in the.
Hold on, real quick. Go ahead.
Never joined the LCU, you feel me? There's a whole clip on his channel about this shit, and like people were glazing him in the comments saying, "Thank you so much for not joining the LCU and working with Keemstar, that fucking weirdo." You feel me? And look what happened. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then realized his channel.
First of all, why you nodding your head up and down? You also said you would never work for Keemstar. I'm talking about Xylee. You said you would never work for Keemstar. I don't want to hear it was 3 years ago, whatever you said. You said you never would, and you end up doing it. And the way you did it, I talked my shit, and I said Keemstar was a cow. That's what I said. And I said he was a golden cow, and we was going milk and all that other shit like that. Yes, facts. I never said I didn't say that. But the fact that she goes around and she makes it seem like she never said that she wasn't going to work for Keemstar, and she ended up doing it, and the way she was going about it, the way she was going at Keemstar was crazy. You know what I'm saying? She made this whole thing that he was a racist dude, and she brought up 6 black people to confirm how racist he was. So I don't want to hear nothing come out of your mouth. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if it was 3 years ago, 5 years ago, ma'am. You know what you said, and you end up doing it. So shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the hypocrisy coming out of that mouth. But go ahead, clown.
Channel was never gonna go anywhere and decided to join the LCU. That's facts. He got his career handed to him by Keemstar.
I got my career handed to me? What the fuck is he talking about? This is when you take this shit way too serious. This is when you need to go touch grass right here. Career? Bro, did you say career? Is this what you think? This is my 10-year plan right here. This dude is on one. Powder, bro. Go outside, man. Get some more electricity, because I'm telling you right now, you're running out.
Yet he does everything in his power to self-sabotage. You feel me? To appeal to those Redditors, you feel me, that suck his dick. Only people I see really fuck with like with your mom.
He stutter. I can tell you're lying when you stutter. Why are you stuttering? Go ahead.
Is people like the detractor channels, you feel me, and the Redditors, but nobody cares about those. They are poor. The fuck?
They're poor?
God damn. 1 second. Sorry. Okay. Looking at both sides of the street just in case. Oh, that's where it is. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Oh, hold on, let's mess up my name.
The people outside that hate the LCU, they're poor. What is going on here? Who is this clown? Where did you find this clown? And please tell me where this guy came from. They're poor?
All they do is just promote the shows anyway, so they actually fucking losers.
They're losers?
Use the fact that
okay, this Keemstar dick sucking is out of control. I mean,
listen, the thing is that people are trying their best to, like, he's just trying to make his way out there. That's how I see it. I mean, even though he's kind of like going really hard to the paint, and he feels that, I think in his mind, he thinks people don't care about him, or people don't think he's great enough. And that Reaper show really showed, when people put him in the $1 category, that people don't really respect his gangster. So I think that's why he's doing all that now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the whole thing of this. But I do want to see something. Hold on, let me just make sure of something real quick. You know. Perfect. Just want to check something real quick. Okay. content. Video. Sorry about that, guys. Customization. There you go. But like I said, when it comes to the LCU, and especially with people that want to be part of the LCU, I think there is a bit of compromise on their part. Oh, Savage like me, yeah, let's go. I think people just tend to give in to them. So, but I want to thank everyone for going to this impromptu stream. I could feel the ritual drain from me. But thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. I know it's kind of a random stream, but I appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. And had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much and have a good day.